Tigers eat deer, lions eat zebras, wolves eat elk, so why don't we eat tigers, lions, and wolves? If you think it's just because they're dangerous, you're only scratching the surface. The real answer involves math, chemistry, and a survival rule that's older than humanity itself. Let's break it down. Here's rule number 1. Nature runs on an energy budget. Think of it like a pyramid. Grass sits at the bottom. A gazelle eats the grass and only keeps about 10% of that energy in its body. Now a lion eats the gazelle and again only keeps about 10% of that energy. So by the time you'd eat a lion, you're getting less than 1% of the original sunlight-powered energy that started in the grass. That's an insane waste of resources. This is exactly why humans in places like the Maasai communities of East Africa built entire economies around cattle. Herbivores that convert grass into meat efficiently instead of trying to farm lions, which would need thousands of gazelles just to feed a handful of animals. Here's the second reason, and it's the scary one: biomagnification. Every time an animal eats another animal, toxins from the environment, heavy metals, pesticide residues, natural bacteria don't disappear. They concentrate and multiply up the food chain. This is the exact same reason doctors warn pregnant women to limit swordfish and shark, both apex predators of the ocean, because mercury levels in their bodies can be 10 times higher than in smaller fish like sardines. A tiger or wolf sitting at the top of the land food chain for years can carry a similar toxic buildup in their fat and organs. You're not just eating meat, you're eating a lifetime of everything that animal ever consumed. Third, predator meat is a parasite magnet. Trichinosis, a dangerous roundworm infection, is a well-documented risk in bear and wild boar meat in North America and Europe, which is why hunters are required to cook it to very high temperatures. Predators also carry a higher risk of prion diseases and bacterial infections because they've spent their lives eating other animals, including sick or dying ones. Herbivores eating plants simply carry a much lower disease load. This is a documented reason why wildlife agencies in the US and Canada issue strict cooking guidelines specifically for predator meat like bear and cougar. Even setting health aside, hunters who have eaten mountain lion, it's legal in parts of the US, often describe the meat as tough, gamey, and unpleasant because predator muscle is built for short explosive bursts, not tenderness like a grass-fed cow raised for months. And practically, there are roughly 1.5 billion cows on Earth right now, but fewer than 4,000 wild tigers left in total. You simply cannot build a food industry around an endangered species that takes years to reproduce and needs enormous territory to hunt in. Culture reinforces all of this too. In Hindu philosophy, the idea of ahimsa, or nonviolence, plus these same practical concerns shaped diets over thousands of years towards herbivore-based food chains. Across most of history worldwide, humans domesticated cows, goats, sheep, and chickens, all herbivores, for these exact efficiency and safety reasons, while animals like wolves were domesticated into dogs for companionship and work, not food. So, next time someone asks why we don't eat lions, you've got the real answer: energy math, toxic buildup, disease risk, and thousands of years of practical wisdom. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe. I've got more mind-bending science explainers dropping every week.